Hello Internet Allies, how are you doing? So it seems now that like a lot of lockdown restrictions are starting to get lifted now. More and more of them are starting to get lifted. And it's kind of making me think about the things I now want to achieve when lockdown is like well and truly over. So basically these are like my post-lockdown plans. So here we go. So the first thing I think I need to achieve post-lockdown is to basically get my career back on track. I am a videographer and yeah, work has definitely been kind of quiet this year, definitely compared to last year, because last year was probably like the start of me doing videography full time. This year, for obvious reasons, because of the pandemic, I've not been able to go out and do as much networking as I did last year, and I haven't been able to go out and get more commissions as I did last year, which is really kind of a shame. So it does kind of feel like, I have to kind of go back to square one a little bit, and to kind of start getting my name back out there again. It's kind of a shame that my videography work has been kind of quiet this year because, just before the whole lockdown period started, I did kind of get some interest from a couple of local businesses, and yeah, because lockdown since happened, I wasn't able to kind of pursue them any further. And now further restrictions are being lifted, more businesses are starting to reopen, hopefully there will be some more work for me in the near future. So my next goal post-lockdown is to become financially independent. Now, this might take a while, I'm not gonna lie, especially, with getting my videography back on track. It might mean that I might need to get a part-time job on the side of me doing my videography. The next thing I want to achieve post-lockdown in the near future, as soon as possible really, is to basically find a romantic partner. Now, a romantic partner is definitely something I've wanted for as long as I can remember, but this year I've realised how much I need a romantic partner in my life, I feel, because not only would it be nice to have a romantic partner and to experience those romantic things that I haven't really experienced before because I've never been in a romantic relationship, I also feel like a romantic partner would allow me to grow a lot as a person, to learn and experience new things, to become more independent, more confident, just being a better person, and basically I would hope that they would help me to achieve the things I want to achieve, many of which are on this list. However, I do understand that getting a romantic relationship will come with its challenges, and there might be challenges for me obtaining a romantic relationship and maintaining that. I think the main reason is because I am autistic. Now, it isn't unheard of for autistic people to experience romantic love and romantic relationships, but I think for me, I feel like I've got good social skills. I think it's just I struggle with social understanding sometimes, and kind of understanding other people, the way they think, their motives, etc. I'm kind of bad at picking up hints, so basically if people were flirting with me, I might not pick up on it. I do think it can be hard enough for some autistic people like myself to learn social skills in general. So basically when you add flirting on top of that, then that's it feels like a whole different language almost. I'm also reluctant to use online dating because I just worry about stranger danger, and I know the kind of person I am. I do get quite easily emotionally attached to people who show me interest. So I think the dangers of online dating is that I've heard stories from people I know where people aren't who they say they are online, and I think if that happened to me, I think that would affect my confidence quite greatly. I'd like to think I'm a strong person, but I do think my confidence, I do think I'm somewhat confident. I'm definitely more confident than I was a few years ago, but I think that confidence can easily get knocked, to be honest. So yeah, I think if I got catfished or whatever, I think that's basically the phrase people use. If I got catfished, or if I went on a date and it went badly, then I think that would affect my confidence greatly. So, you know, hopefully I can meet somebody, the person of my dreams, like, you know, without the need for online dating. I really, really hope that will happen like one day, and I hope it happens one day soon after lockdown ends. I think something that will help me to achieve romantic love is for me to meet new people, make new friends. I definitely want to do this after lockdown. I mean, again, it's kind of a shame because just before lockdown, like, you know, I did see some like social events, social groups that I was kind of interested in, and yeah, unfortunately they did get cancelled because of coronavirus, which sucks. But I feel like, yeah, to obtain like a romantic relationship, like I think I've got to start making new friends and meeting new people first. So whether that is through social groups, whether it is through work, whether it is through, you know, any means necessary really, you know, I just want to like meet new people and stuff like that, and just kind of just find out more about myself and just grow as a person. One thing I would love to do, possibly with a romantic partner, maybe with family, maybe with friends, is to do more traveling when we get out of lockdown. I really enjoyed New York, like, and I have such fond memories of New York, and it was a really big adventure because that was like the first time going abroad without my family and without like basically parents or guardians basically, and it was amazing. Love to just have like more adventures with me and friends. So my last post-lockdown goal is probably more of a long-term goal. I'm probably not going to achieve this until I've achieved everything else that I've mentioned in this video, which is, you know, to get my career back on track, to find a romantic partner, to make new friends, to travel more. Lockdown has got me thinking that, you know, like, I find it much harder now at home to have my own space. I'm still living with my family and I love them to bits, but I am noticing that I am finding it harder and harder to find my own space in the house, like, and sometimes I do need my own space. So, you know, one day, hopefully, like in the, you know, again, this is kind of a more of a long-term goal, is that, like, you know, I do kind of want to consider, like, you know, moving out of my own home and, you know, finding my own place. I mean, again, there are like conditions for this. You know, I do need to be financially independent first and financially confident. I wouldn't want to just live on my own. I would want to live with, you know, either like a romantic partner or a friend or just somebody I trust. I think the reasons why I'd want to like live with somebody I trust rather than live on my own is basically because I feel like if I lived on my own, I think I'd get quite lonely, and I feel like I'd need to have somebody who was always there to talk to if I needed them. I know that I like having my own space, but at the same time, you know, I like having people like to talk to. I mean, like, I do get on very, very well with my family, and I'm really lucky that I have like a safe, warm home. I'm grateful that I do have like a loving and supportive family who, you know, I love to bits and they love me. So, you know, like, and I don't want that to change at all. But yeah, I have definitely noticed this year, especially with my sister being home as well indefinitely, because, you know, she's worked on a cruise ship like for over 6 years, but like because of lockdown, you know, she's had to remain home. I have noticed more and more like how much I do need my own space sometimes, and it is very difficult to have that own space in this house sometimes, you know, other than me being in my room. And it's not really ideal me being in my room all the time. And yeah, that's like nothing against my family at all whatsoever. I have spoken to them about this, and you know, they do seem to understand where I'm coming from with it, and I'm really grateful for that. So, you know, this isn't just like a huge shock to them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments what your post-lockdown plans are. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and until next time, keep smiling. Bye-bye.